Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today I have for you the guide for Gleaming Depths Raid, Full Raid, Solo. This guide is definitely not intended for beginners and people just recently started the game. It is a endgame content intended for 4 people team. We are doing solo, so yes, it is endgame stuff. You will need absolutely everything that you can use in this game to perform well. And currently, because one very important trick is needed to fully finish it solo, a stage 2 is not possible otherwise. So Radiant Hills is the location that I think intentionally, maybe unintentionally, I'm not 100% sure, but at this location, you can get stage 2 canisters. It's either Easter egg or a mistake. I I think Smashy Snow on YouTube figure it out first. Although I'm not sure. I didn't figure it out first. I learned about it quite late. So if you run in here, those canisters, those fuel canisters are the raid canisters. When you pick it, it goes under your miscellaneous tab, fuel canister. That's a raid one. You can notice the weight and value is 0. So that's a raid canister. You can pick up 2 at this location. After you pick up 2, you will need to reset your loot list to pick another one. So that's the second one. 2 fuel canisters. They can be stored in your stash box. You need at least, I would say, 11, hopefully 12 before you attempt the raid solo. Stage 2 otherwise is impossible. And that out of the way, let's start doing the raid step by step. I am on the team, on the adventure server, but I'm heading in solo. I was considering doing it absolutely solo on the private server. The thing is, it's actually easier because lack of server lag at all. Therefore, I decided to go with adventure server and going solo this way, which is most likely more realistic scenario for everyone. At least that's what I think it is. My build, I will not be discussing all the perks. I have build videos for that, but I will show you that. So this is what I'm running. Everything is kind of important. There is no stuff that's not important. So everything is important. We need lots of damage. And yes, I'm going in as a blooded. And I'm using whatever I can, like chem-wise, food-wise, whatever I have available. Not the very rare and unique items. I have quite common food items running, but I have all of them, including mutation serums, to reduce my side effects of mutations to basically 0. So you can see what I have, mutation-wise and everything else. I do have Class Freak, even though it's currently not doing anything, as I did pop serum, so there is no side effects to reduce, but normally I'm using it and there is no reason to switch. On the Ghoul, I would have alternative cards for luck. On the Human, I don't. It can be done human or ghoul. You can do it either way. So you are not limited to being a human for that. About the Guardian, there's a lot of ways to deal with the Guardian. I will do the classic way with going with a range weapon. So switching from the Gatling laser to the Gatling plasma. You can do it on a lot of ways. So this one is easy. Already probably there's like 5-6 different methods people are using to run this guy. Let's pop my Psycho buff. Now waiting for the shield to go down. I like this stage because it's pretty straightforward, regardless what I'm using. It goes very well. And of course my Gatling laser will decide to get a reload out of nowhere. Sometimes Gatling lasers do that, so then I'm spamming Stimpaks to protect myself when Gatling laser is reloading. Oh, I know why it's that. I'm not currently running Power User perk, as I need Demo Expert for Nuka Mines, so that's how I don't have normal amount of ammo. Normally with a team, I will not use Demo Expert as I don't need it. Solo, I do need it, so a little bit more expensive. Now switching to my Gatling Plasma. I will be running most of the raid with this Gatling Plasma. Almost everything. Oh, my AP is somehow holding. That's a lag. That's adventure of that's advantage of adventure server. I was granted a free VATS. I will show you, of course, this Gatling Plasma if you want to see it. Probably already know which one is that if you watch my other content, but yeah, that's my most powerful Gatling Plasma that can be used outside of VATS or inside VATS. So I really like it. Sometimes I'm using other one. This one, I feel like it's perfect for raid overall, as I can run VATS or no VATS. Now we are approaching stage 2. Oh, and power armor, in case you don't know my power armor. All pieces are basically the same with the last star. The last star, 2 pieces limit breaking, and 2 other pieces there, Aegis. So 2 limit breaking, 2 Aegis, other stuff is the same, and I'm running emergency protocols on a torso. Now for stage 2, I do need canisters, but I don't want to spend all canisters that I was farming very hard. So I have 2 in my inventory. I will take additional 10. So I will have 12. I need to pick up 3 additional inside the tunnels then. So I will need to pick up 3 canisters, which should be very doable. From 3 to 5 is doable. If you need to pick up more solo, it is not really. Nuke mines just in case. If those Morats will get in here, some of them will be popped by those nuke mines. So first, what we need to do is drop those canisters and hope the server will not crash. Otherwise, I cannot pick up any additional. So alternative option is to just take 15 and don't worry about picking up any. I'm going a little bit more risky route, trying to save 3 canisters. So that, pressing the button, and then I run straight for the closest possible canisters. I need to pick up 3, and of course the closest possible didn't spawn. And now I have the guy in here. And already more miners in there. If I will fail it, the canisters on the floor will stay. So that's not a problem. If I will fail it, those canisters will stay. So that I will not lose them. That's why I'm not loading any if I plan to collect. I cannot load if I plan to collect. I need to be able to pick up 3. And then I need to load it all. So that's 2. I will need 1 more. And I need to kill some of them. No, please don't. And I need to pick up 1 more. Where is this beeping? The beeping ones are the worst. Okay, I need to pick up 1 more. Get the close one. 1 more. So this is a stressful phase solo. It's even harder than in the past. Each update was making it harder. So now I have 3. We'll make sure I eliminate whoever is shooting it. Then I pick up mine canisters. And I need to load them 1 by 1. So I'm trying to spam it as fast as possible now. The drill should survive long enough for me to load them all. It's important to count. If you do any mistake, calculation mistakes, that can cost you on this stage. So don't do it. Make sure you count and what you bring with you, what you are getting further, and that's the stage 2 completed. And I drop Rangers. Okay, also drops today. This is cool. Rangers, I like Rangers. I have 1 Ranger's power armor. In the future, I may add another. But that's expensive. So this one setup, I'm running the whole thing. I'm not changing the setup. There is a little bit of practice required to do it solo. And I count it as personal achievement doing the raid solo more than a strategy for a long term. It's not a long-term strategy. It's like doing a personal achievement. Obviously, it is way better to run the raid with a team. The solo is not optimum. That's a challenge if you really want to put yourself to the challenge. In between stages, it is always good to get rid of extra weight so you don't over encumber yourself. That would be an issue. The stage 3. So the stage 3 is kind of tricky. So you need to destroy all those generators, and then we have those 3 guys. They will not go down easily. I want to boost my Nuka mines as much as possible, as this stage will be using Nuka mines. This is a requirement to get this run alright. We are breaking all 3. And maybe we'll be able to do some damage before the Reaper bots come into play. Okay, where is one of them? The Reaper bot already. Reaper bots are not the main focus. The main focus are those guys, and they will be draining my AP. That's why I like this Gatling Plasma, as I can use it if I can fire in VATS or not. So regardless if I have any action points, it will work. And we have a good opening. The server lag is helping with those Reaper bots going a little bit slower than otherwise they would. So, not the reload right now. Keep spamming Stimpaks. If you die, that's a problem. And now for this stage, I like to wait a little bit after they repair, as they will be repairing too. They will be repairing C, and they will be repairing B. Don't forget to spam your Stimpaks whenever you have occasion, especially if you play Blooded. So I will get those Reaper bots to gather. I don't want them going one by one. They have a limit how many of those Reaper bots can spawn. Therefore, after they gather around, that's beauty of Adventure server. They don't really know what's going on, and they are a little bit slower than they would be on private. There is some good and some bad news about going Adventure server. Now we break them. We place 2 Nuka mines here. So if another wave spawns, we'll get them killed. Not you yet. Too early. Too early to be here. Okay, they repair this one. So A. They only repair 2. It's either AB or AC. They don't always repair the same ones. And now we can shoot them a little bit. So one is down. High damage is very important for this phase. Faster you can do it, the less chance they have to heal. I mean to heal, to get the shield up. And where is the last one? I don't see it. There. Don't forget Stimpaks. And they did fix something. We are doing the same thing again. I want to... What? They didn't trigger my mines. How? Oops, I almost killed myself placing new mines. Normally those mines supposed to work. Maybe I tossed them a little bit too far. Okay, we're trying again with mines. Fresh 2 mines placed. Okay, I don't know where those are flying. I need to kill that. Oh, I didn't kill this generator. Focus, Turtle, focus. So I placed mines, but I didn't kill the generator. I only have Lynx left. Lynx is the one that drains your action points. But maybe I can fire a little before it drains all my action points. Okay, the Reaper bots are slow today. Normally it is harder, so I'm not gonna lie, Reaper bots kind of slow today. So this is going relatively good. They did manage to fix A. They kind of slow, but managed not to trigger my mines. Okay, Lynx. Almost. Are they not triggering my mines? Yeah, so mines seems to be broken on this server. Normally they do trigger my mines. Don't know what's going on, but not too big of an issue, as that's double-edged sword. So they do not trigger my mines, but in the same time those Reaper bots are quite significantly slower than normally. So the trade-off. The trade-off. Where's the... There you hiding. But that's not fixed. What was fixed? A again. I missed a repair bot. I missed a repair bot. Mines when working are very helpful. When not working, I have the situation like that. I just want to finish stage. And it can happen to you that you'll be running a lot back and forth. And normally, Link's supposed to be following me, but now it's trying to hide. Nevertheless, we have it. Stage 3. This is kind of tricky solo. Stage 3, I do not appreciate a lot solo, but that's probably the hardest, since the drill has a solution. And now we are heading for the stage 4, and that's the only stage I will switch the weapon to my laser rifle. And that's really not important what kind of laser rifle you have. The important part is the splitter. Or you can use shotgun, or you can use anything that fires multiple projectiles fast. So that's what needed to get those crystals sorted. Very important to pay attention to your health for the stage 4. Avoid the toxic cloud, that's the most important. Everything else is not so. That's the only stage that's easier solo than with a team. So that's exception from the rule. This stage, easier solo than with a team. With a team, enemies have problem pathing a lot. When you are solo, there is no such problem with path finding for them, as there is only you. So all enemies will be going after you. There's no other stuff for them to follow. And that helps with the lag. And when I'm walking through the poisonous cloud, Stimpack straight away need to be applied. A delayed Stimpack can be costly. Avoid Stalker. Stalker is relatively slow on adventure servers. Stalker is much faster on private. So that would be maybe a little bit more difficult on private. The Stalker would be walking faster. Careful with the frogs. They like to stun you with the tongue, the stagger. And then Stalker can get to you. So be careful when frogs are around. I died so many times after getting staggered by a frog tongue. I know, I probably shouldn't say that, but it did happen a lot. It did happen a lot for me. The frog tongue. And we are holding the big crystals for the stage when Deathclaws will be available. For the Deathclaws to appear, we need to eliminate some of the regular critters. So I'm waiting for them to gather around me, so I don't waste crystals for a singular kills. We'll get a little bit more. You don't need to kill a lot, but you need to get like the progression bar like halfway, and that will do it. If you push progression bar halfway, then Deathclaws will spawn. Deathclaws spawn around 2 minutes 20 seconds, so you have time until then to reduce the population. So we're doing the population reduction with some of those crystals. And then we need to run away from the poisonous cloud. Did I reduce population enough? Probably. If not, I have one more crystal, but I need to spam Stimpaks running through the field. Oh, one Deathclaw already here. Perfect. So you can see you are solo. The pathing is way better. And other Deathclaw is coming too. So I can be moving already. Spamming Stimpaks as I'm moving, as I'm blooded build, so I can melt relatively quickly. Popping a large crystal. Spamming more Stimpaks, moving to the other crystal. You can see how nicely the bar shrink. That's because I'm here solo. And now I need both of those Deathclaws. And is there anyone else I should be waiting for? Hopefully not. Oh, there is. Okay, there is Wendigo. And I'm popping those. Perfect. So that went smoothly. 3 minutes solo on stage 4. Now the last stage, so the snake. The snake solo, not as hard as other stages. Poison almost killed me, but after I completed the stage, therefore it's not a big issue here. Straight for the snake. Switching for my Gatling Plasma. This time I want to kill snake relatively fast, therefore I'll be using the Gatling Plasma in VATS as well. Of course, Chem Refresher, Psycho Buff, Fresh Psycho Buff. addicted. That's not the big issue. And I do pop slices of birthday cake. I pop 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's as much as I need. Where are you? Oh, I didn't reload. Of course, I forget something. Supposed to kill it as fast as possible to avoid taking too much damage, and I forgot. Not this eye. Can I get... Oh, this eye I want to target. That's my side eye. So not enough slices of birthday cake. It's supposed to pop a little bit more. Whenever there is occasion, I will spam Stimpaks. This guy is hitting relatively hard. Nope, 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 nope. As I said, hitting hard. Blooded may not be the best approach. Like, I could do it more safely with a little bit slower approach. Which part of the island is sinking? This part. Okay, that's fine. Stop trying to push me out. Okay, it's going. Another 1, 2, 3, 4. I will put 10. 10 slices of birthday cake. Where's the snake? Staggering me. On the ghoul it's easier as you cannot get staggered. And reload again. We are spamming the Stimpaks during reload and when being sprayed with acid. We are close. Close to doing it. Stop staggering me, let me fire a little bit more. A little bit more. There we go. Not the fastest, I know. I know. Some people can do it way faster with proper prep. But I'm just about doing it. I don't try to be the fastest here. I'm not lying. I'm trying to just kill it without a death, and I managed to do entire raid without single death. Which is a happy coincidence as I'm recording. I was not successful previously. That's not the first time I did it solo. No, I was not such successful previously. Maybe practice, maybe luck. So that is how you do entire raid solo. And the mine part, the nuke mines, that's supposed to be working, but server lag took it away. When you'll be going for the stage 3, most likely for you, those mines will be triggering. They're supposed to trigger when enemies are approaching. They did trigger on the Morrat part, did it on other. And about the fuel canister, never carry on you more than you need. Keep all the extra ones if you farm them hard in your stash box. So don't carry them all. So just a reminder, what was used is this Gatling Plasma. If you don't like this Gatling Plasma, this one is really good too. So I recommend either one. If you want cheaper VATS and some extra healing, this makes you more comfortable with combat as you will get continuous healing in VATS. So less likely that you will die. I was spamming Stimpaks, so that's other method that requires more awareness. So you need to keep pressing quick heal button quite often. The build, legendary perks, whatever you can consume to boost your setup, and you can do the raid solo. If you do have any questions, please let me know, and I will do my best to answer those. And now, as always, thank you a lot for watching, and see you all in the next one.